Good evening, everyone there. This is Sanjay Avasthi from Valvoline Cummins Private Limited. Now, let me talk about our company. This is a 150-year-old company, and we primarily started our operation in US, and now currently we operate in 140 countries. Overall turnover annually, globally, if you see, is a $2.3 billion. So from there, just coming to a very specific subject which we'll be talking today. This is Valvoline's transition to a connected digital supply chain, and this journey, what we have done so far and what we are going to do it. This is what I'm going to cover it. So before I get into that, let me give you some background. What's happening in supply chain and how this consumer behavior is changing over the period of time. Now we are living into a digital economy. Where you see tons and tons of data, which is all around, and buyers are consumers. They are having access to all this data, and they have a lot of choices. It's not only one company; they have a choices to choose. Under this, this speed is something which become a differentiator. Now, over the period of time, this all the consumer behavior which has changed is leading to 3-4 supply chain challenges. If we see specific behavior, customers are more demanding now, and they expect a rapid deliveries as compared to earlier. They need variety at a right cost, and in most of the cases is a lower cost. And of course, with this all, huge volatility in demand. The kind of surge comes in a demand, many times supply chain is find it difficult to manage it. Now, with this all challenges, and these challenges will remain, and the supply chain which will be able to address this will be a differentiator. So few of the things which supply chain has to do is a real-time visibility across supply chain. Second comes combine the forecast with demand sensing. Third comes break silos, have an integrated business planning. So these are the three things which I could list out for this session. If we see a real-time visibility, how does it help? When you have a complete visibility, what's happening at supplier's place, what's happening at plant, what's happening in logistics, what's happening at your warehouses, and what's the buying pattern which consumers are having. This all information will definitely give a very good input to tweak your plan. Second, forecast. Forecast is very important, but other hand is a demand sensing. I'll be covering more in a subsequent slide. Third comes breaking the silos. This is very important. Whenever you come any digital tool is always secondary. First is to address the culture that bringing the alignment at a leadership team. Now here, many organizations still they might be facing this problem. They work in silos. There is one plan with the sales team. There is another plan with the finance. There is a third plan with the supply chain team. And even many times within supply chain team, logistic will have one plan and manufacturing will have other plan and so on. And sourcing might have communicated another plan to their packaging suppliers or raw material suppliers and so on. So first thing to break the silos, and for breaking the silos, there has to be a system by which everything comes on a common platform. Once this all three addressed, there are many more, but I am talking top three. Something is addressed, that will definitely bring the reliability, agility, and effectiveness in the supply chain. How we address this entire thing in Valvoline? Let's look at this. Now here in the next slide, what you're seeing is one side you have supplier, other side you have a customer. An entire supply chain happens in between. This is right from you plan, you source it, you make it, and then deliver it. These are the things which happens all across. Now, if we have a complete visibility within this, then definitely it will increase the speed to market. And for that, we have S/4HANA as a tool or as a platform. And this is what will be migrating in the near future. Now we get into further details, getting into each element of those digital initiative which we have done in each vertical. Let's start from sourcing. So we have a SAP Ariba. This is something which we implemented, and SAP Ariba itself is a subject, but in brief, it gives access to universe of vendors, wherein you have a choice, and based on that, you are able to optimize sourcing cost, and of course that will straight add on to your delivery cost. We do have a material requirement planning, which is slightly robust. We are going to make it more agile, wherein we should be able to tweak it based on the how demand is coming, how demand is changing in the market. Then we have a warehouse management system, and we do have a transport management system. But what we'll be doing, we'll be moving to advanced version of this too. So currently we have a warehouse management system with few limitations, but in future probably we'll be applying many more options which are available with the advanced version. On transport management, currently we do only execution part, but in future we want to do right from transport planning, transport execution, and delivery. And subsequently, we are going to bring even freight management from here. Once freight management comes, it becomes absolutely paperless. That is where you get all the digital invoices and then payment is being made. Other initiative which we have done is a track and trace of consignments. This we do right from plant to warehouses and from warehouses to all the customers. This is something which is becoming a prerequisite in many of the industry. But we find something unique in our industry right now. And this is not only track and trace, is beyond that. Here we get a ePOD, which is one of the pain point for the sales team, and there's a pain point for the supply chain. And many times this is linked with the payment to secondary transporters. So that is where it facilitates everything once you have an ePOD. Then we have an e-way bill. Many times error happens. Now the system generated e-way bill will make sure there is no error. Otherwise, this vehicle moves and it gets stuck many times on some of the toll or on the way because of discrepancy in a e-way bill. Then apart from that, we have all those papers, a lot of papers like LR and so on. So this entire thing got automated through this. Coming to customers, we have a front-end digital tools like Salesforce.com, Tally, Dash, and so on. So that is where we are able to sense the demand, which I was talking earlier. So we have a forecast, which is for a larger period. But when you get into a day-to-day operation, you need to have some demand sensing, what's happening in the market, so that you can tweak your operation plan. Apart from that, we are going to upgrade our planning tool. We do have a planning tool, but it has some limitations. In future, we are going to have an advanced planning tool. And this planning tool is a complete end-to-end. It will start right from demand planning, supply planning, distribution planning, inventory deployment, SNOP, and then network design. We never had a network design in past, and we used to do in standalone and in isolation. But with this tool, we will be able to do network design, wherein we can optimize number of warehouses, we can optimize number of sourcing locations, and so on. Then we do have a QR code, which we rolled out some 2 years back. And then this was primarily for the product tracking. To explain it further, if someone picks up a bottle in the market, there is a complete trail. This bottle or packaging material from where it was sourced, it has a name of the packaging supplier, when this was produced at plant, when this was transferred to warehouse, and from mother warehouse, when it was transferred to next warehouse and to customer, and so on. And this is something very powerful analytics, and that we use for the various analysis. We are also using this QR code, which is provided by eSeal as a service provider for the WMS purpose. And in future, we are going to use it even for consumer promotions or customer loyalty programs. And apart from that, the QR code, which is running standalone, we have a plan to integrate with the SAP. Once you integrate with the SAP, that is where this becomes seamless process. And when I was talking about the WMS, where you have a set of data available in SAP, and then you have set of data available with the eSeal portal. And once you combine these two portals, all the information flows seamlessly from one portal to other portal. And that is where you get a power of all the information. So once you have this so many initiatives, which you see right from supplier end to customer side, once you put all the analytics together, all the live data together, it gives a very powerful information. And that is where day to day, the plan which we are making it operations plan, the tweaking is possible. For example, if something goes wrong at supplier's place, you have information. You know there is a disruption in a transport side, you have information. You see there is a surge in the demand in a particular market, you have information. This all information always you can incorporate in your operations plan and tweak it, and then realign your supply chain for your day-to-day operation. So that is what it comes from the entire all the digital initiatives, and that is what brings the agility in a supply chain. So this is all about from me, and I'm sure you all must be enjoying this session at this conference, and I find it's quite useful. That's all from me. Thanks.
Thank you, Shashwat and Sanjay.